All right, now from the White House to Extra correspondent.
Welcome to Extra.
Former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer is landing exclusive interviews with the nation's biggest power players.
Do you bring work home?
Over the next 3 days, Spicer is taking us inside the private lives of Trump's trusted staff.
What do the kids think of having a famous mom?
And today, he's talking country music and Oscar predictions with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and his wife.
On a winter day in Washington, D.C., their dog Sherman by their side.
You're good.
Extra granted rare access to the private world of one of the most prominent politicians in the world.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Susan, welcome to Extra.
Thank you.
It's great to be on Extra.
Extra exclusive, President Trump's Secretary of State and his wife open and revealing with our special correspondent, Sean Spicer.
You never dream of anything like this. It's been a crazy ride.
I, Michael Pompeo, do solemnly swear.
A crazy and accomplished ride that started at West Point before this former United States Army officer went on to become a Kansas congressman, then CIA director, and now our current Secretary of State.
It's been a remarkable decade. We miss Kansas an awful lot, but the privilege to serve as America's senior diplomat and as its senior spy have been the joys of my life.
How's it changed your life, Susan?
Completely, right? Upside down. I lived in Kansas all my life until Mike was confirmed as CIA director and we moved here.
Since you became Secretary of State, how many countries, how many miles have you traveled?
A couple dozen countries, I'm sure, in 8 or 10 months it's been.
When you travel, do you have anything that's on an iTunes list or your downloads?
I go back to my high school. I have a big AC/DC collection. Country music too. We love Toby Keith and all the country folks. We're from Kansas.
Married for 20 years, they have one son, Nicholas, and you might not know this, they're big movie buffs.
He adores Queen. So, I mean, we saw
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Absolutely.
We saw Bohemian Rhapsody first weekend. And A Star Is Born.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways down.
Both movies up for Best Picture this Sunday. Oscar night, always a big night at the Pompeo house.
We usually always stay at home and watch and fight it out among ourselves. It's kind of like a Super Bowl.
But
however,
this year I'm likely to be on an airplane, and so I'm gonna have to make sure the crew can get it tuned in for me.
Do you have a pick?
You know, gosh, I love Bohemian Rhapsody.
And Mike also loving his job as Secretary of State.
There's still a lot I want to do at the State Department, and I hope I get to do it for a little bit more time.
So, Army, House of Representatives, CIA, State Department, what's next?
A little rest, probably.
A little rest, I think well deserved.